Good morning everybody. Today I'm going to be spraying some oil-based undercoat. I've just got my PS 3.21 Wagner gun and I'm going to be spraying this primer seal undercoat oil-based and through it. Now the last thing I sprayed with this was sealing paint, so I'm going to show you how I go about to turn this now into an oil-based spray gun. So I've got all my doors to do, I've got all the skirtings to oil-based undercoat throughout the whole house. It's nearly a 300 square metre house. I've got all my door frames to do. All these door frames to be sprayed with oil-based undercoat. So there's quite a lot to do. And I'll be just moving the drop sheets around as I need it. So all these ones will be all done. Yeah, so that's about where I'm at, and I'll just be using low pressure, and hopefully I'll get through it without any damage to any of the floors, and that's my main aim. But first, what I'm going to do is you need a metal can, okay? Preferably one without a hole in it. Metal can, and what I have, I'll have mineral terps. Okay, so I have an old container of mineral terps. So open this one up and then I'll just pour it into there. Now this is an old one and all the solids will be down the bottom in this container. So you've got all the solids down the bottom, so that's recycled turpentine there. So recycled. Now we're just going to run it through the gun. I'm thinking that we lost our power here, to be honest. Switch, I don't know what that's for. Something switched. Okay, so I have no idea what that's for, but we lost our power because our roller door wouldn't open yesterday. So we just left a door open at the back. So let's see whether it works now. You never know why these things happen. Yep, now it's working. So that means my roller door will probably work. Okay. So, back to what we were doing. What we're going to do, now we have paint in here, right? Or actually we've got clean water. So, fairly clean. So that's just water. Rightio. Just flush this through here a bit so we get clean water. Just been sitting. Okay. We're going to take that out. I'm going to take this. I'm going to flush it through the line. It'll come out here. This is my rubbish bucket. Okay, that's turpentine there. And we're just going to run that through the gun. That's it. Just run it through the gun so we get a good coating of the terps inside the gun. Just a good coating of it. And then we're going to run it through the line. Okay? So we're going to run it all through the line. So we have terps running through the line. I wouldn't do it if you weren't experienced, so I'm not even going to show you how to prime it and pump it, but I'm just showing you how I go about doing it, right? Now I've been doing this for a lot of years. It doesn't hurt my spray gun. It still works fine, there's no problems. Some people say, oh, it'll wreck your gun, don't do it. It's up to you. Okay, we have a different colour in there, so we have terps running through now. Just going to pump this through the line now. Okay, so that's basically it. And then all we're going to do now is take the oil-based undercoat and prime it through. So now all we do put that in there. Put that in there, and we just pump until we have paint coming out. Okay, so that's basically it. We just got to pump this through the line now. Change colour. Okay, so we're just going to pump it through now. Get rid of any terps out of the line. That's pure paint now. We're just going to use our normal tip. I keep all my tips in water. So that's a 211. I think that might be a bit too worn out. That's what I've been doing my corners with. Let's just test it. See what it's going to be like. So I'm using a 310, so in a purple tip. Only because I have so many tips there, I don't really know what's working, what's not. Most have rusted up. We've always got to look around us for anything that might be overspray. Not too bad. Now, like I said, this is just an undercoat. Quick mist coat. Just to ensure that the water-based enamel that we're going to be putting on will stick. Nothing flash. It's just like that. That's it. And then I'll get to those other bits later. This is a very quick dry paint, so it'll dry within about half an hour, 10 minutes. We could recoat it fairly quick. This is a little worry for me in here. Now I've got these boards. These are vinyl planking boards that I use, and I use them to stop the thing blowing up. Like, for example, I would put it there and here. I've got to put a drop sheet in there yet. Just on this corner here. This is a worry in here. I'm going to make sure it doesn't come back in on the stove. So we'll do that now. It's fairly simple, really. You don't do this you risk your paint not sticking. Put a little bit over there. You risk your paint not sticking. So don't get too carried away, a little bit at a time. This hallway here, we'll do over here. It's very easy to forget some sections. This is basically all I do. Close this here. And that just stops it blowing up. And that's it. It's too easy. And always do around power points. So that's basically how I go about doing it. It's pretty simple really. As you can see, oil-based undercoat, one step. Now that'll be dry in 10 to 15 minutes, and then yeah, I can do whatever I want to do with that. I'll prep it then, I'll see any gaps and I'll gap the skirting, do that. Probably roll the walls, put a coat over that. I'll undercoat these doors, I'll flip them around, do the other edge, I'll give them a sand, do the other edge, then I'll do these doors individually. I've got some sarking underneath there so it can't soak into the floor coverings, the same as what I've done here. So just remember that if you spill your turps, it will go through your old carpet and your drop sheets. So whenever you work with oil-based enamels, always have some plastic underneath or some sarking or something like that. So because the drop sheets, it will soak through and it will stuff the floors up underneath. So that's why ideally I should have had a big piece of black plastic first, then the carpet, or then the drop sheets, then the carpets. So that's how it should have been done. But anyhow, it's done like this. But yeah, that's it. Anyhow, I'll keep on rolling on, and we'll catch you on the next video. Hopefully that helps. And I'll probably do a video on how to clean it up. I've already done this on YouTube before, but it's way back, a bit hard to find. People always are asking me about it. But it's pretty simple. That's how I do it. Catch you later. Bye-bye.